Hi guys, hi, we are ready to go with our half hour of freestyle fitness yoga practice. Hope you're all feeling well. Remember, if you're not feeling great today, come back to this at another point. If you feel any pain while you're exercising, please take a rest. Make sure you message me if we need alternatives. I can see what I can do to help through those. You might need some yoga blocks to help increase that flexibility and increase that flow, or a cushion sometimes really helps. So enjoy, make sure you've got plenty of space around where you are working, and we are ready to go. I hope it all sounds good at your end. Good, let's start our sequence. Now today's sequence, I'm going to start with 3 sun salutations. Now if you've done this with me before, you can fly through these at your own time, use the music. If you want to stick with me, I'm going to do the first one really slow and talk instruction as we go. The second and the third one, I'll talk about how we should be feeling through the breath. So I'm taking myself to the top end of my mat. I'm breathing deeply in, looking up at the thumbs, and to warm the body, I'm circling that elbow. In fact, I'm going to turn back here for the moment. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. And if that's too much, bend the elbow instead of having the arm extended. Good, one more. Good, bring these arms in, circle these wrists. Now widen the fingers. Great job. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Bring these arms down and rotate side to side. Gently does it. Lift up one hip, lift it up and down. Good, so that's warming through the ankles. Circle round. And the other way. And the other way. One more. Good, getting into those hips. Now bring these hands back up and do the same with the upper back. Circle round like you're drawing a halo, and the other way. One more. Good, so like these arms reach. One up, one down. Good. One more. And let's go on to tiptoes. Up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap the foot forwards. Circle that ankle. Tap the other foot forwards. Circle the ankle. Good. And now let's try and get into that hip. Circling out and circling in. It didn't know whether it wanted to do that last one. And change sides. And the other way. And down. Perfect, guys. If you're still at the top of your mat, you're in just the right place. Breathe in, take that body up, and now just play with this shoulder flex. So I'm like flossing through the shoulder joint. Breathe deeply. Good, not moving the back at this point. But in a minute, I'm going to see whether I can take it a little bit further back by looking up at the thumbs. Now if your back's not warm enough for that, or just doesn't move that way today, keep it up to a simple stretch. Now as we breathe out, we're going to bow forwards, bringing the head towards the legs. If you need to do that with bent knees, please go ahead and do so. Now breathing in and coming halfway up, breathing out and going all the way down. This is where you might need yoga blocks. Here, underneath the hands, perfect time for that. Good, breathe in, take one step back. Check this knee and ankle are in line. Breathe in, take the other foot back. I'm now in plank. Now if that's too much for your wrists, please take yourself straight down to elbows. If this is too much for your back, for your abs, take yourself down onto your knees. So we could be here, 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 or here. Good. Our next travel is to get this nose down to the floor and the belly button follows. So it's pretty tough on your wrists, your arms, unless you're practicing this all the time, doing weights, getting really strong across that upper body. That's pretty tough, guys. So if you're not into your yoga practice, some of us have not been here for a while, I want you to be in this position, bend the elbows towards the ribs, take your nose down, and then follow with the belly button. Good. And now we extend up. We can be in this low pose with the head up and shoulders away from the ears. Or if you are feeling it, bring your thumbs to the side of your armpits and lift up there. So long as your shoulders are not down here, they're away from the ears, we're all good. Guys, now while you're holding that pose, this pose or resting, I'm just going to go through some different alternatives for getting down to the floor. So before we did it from here, elbows in, nose and belly button. If you can do that off toes, great. But again, it's about having those elbows tucked and then we lift up. One of the alternatives you can use is to lift one foot. That alters the weight and therefore helps you. But if that's going to mean that you face plant into the mat, clearly want you to go back to one of those earlier levels. Good, now tuck your toes underneath, lift that bottom up, bring your feet in a distance so you can push your head between your arms and your heels towards the floor. Now what we're looking for here is 3 straight lines. Legs, upper body to the arms, and the floor's going to be straight wherever you are, hopefully. So guys, if your back is in this position, if you're curled, I want you to bend your knees because that straight line along the spine is more important. We're going to get to hamstrings later, so be where you should be. Good, breathe in, step one foot in, step the other foot in. Get yourself into a leg straight, knees unlocked position, back nice and straight. But again, if we need to bend the knees to flatten the back, do it. Just get into that position. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, come up and breathe out. What I don't want there to be in any of my yoga practice is a load of mystery. I just want it to be a simple way of improving mental health, physical health, extending, lengthening muscles, keeping you sleeping well at night. So if there's any mystery that you're thinking, oh yeah, that feels better, please make sure you message me. I'll see if I can find a different way for us to be working. Second and third sun salutation. Let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out and bow. Bend those knees again if you need to. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, down we go. Breathe in, step out, plank. Now if you're feeling super strong, you can jump that out. Good, get ready to lower that nose and the belly button and then lift. Shoulders away from ears, push your toenails down into the mat. Good, toes underneath, lift the hips up, into down face. Head between the arms, squeeze those heels towards the floor. Breathe. Step one foot in, step the other foot in. If you want to jump that, go ahead and do that. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, come up, and breathe out. We've got one more, guys. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 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 Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in, and out. Great job. Grab some water if you need it. Well done. Okay, let's add in some variations to keep this challenging, interesting, and ready to improve. Breathe in. This time you should be warm enough to lean slightly back. Good, now take one hand back, grab your cheek, breathe, go the other way. Breathe in. One more. Good, now breathe out and bow. Good, tuck that chin. Breathe in, come halfway up. Breathe out, go all the way down. Step out to plank. Good, we're going to bring one knee to the opposite elbow. Good, bottom stay down. If you're doing that off knees, you can do this exercise. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there. I'm going to add in a turning sideways plank. So breathe in and bring yourself back into position. Bring that foot under towards that elbow and then take your foot down. Can we lift that hand? Lift those hips. Super strong, super hard. Breathe out, take it back. Bring the other knee under, foot down, extend. Hips up, hand down, bring it in, drop your knees down, feet together, and go into rest pose. Head down, bring your hands to your heels. Good. Hands back in, roll up to cat. And then go all the way the opposite direction, so the spine is now in a smiley face shape. Roll up and down. One more time each way. Last time. And down. Good. Now take the hands out in front, but keep your bottom where it is. Head down. Push those armpits towards the floor. Good, roll that body up and bring your body all the way forwards. Good. Slide one foot up, heel coming to cheek. Oh, I've made a pillow for my head here with my hands. You can use a yoga block for that. I'm going to reach around with the same side hand and try and grab that foot. And if you can reach it, great, and if you can't, please don't stress, but you could use your dressing gown cord, a yoga strap, to grab that. Breathe deeply. Change it over. Now Tim, I want you to keep swapping side to side unless you can reach both. And if you can reach both, I want you to grab both and then push your feet into your hands to lift the chest, and then push your feet into your hands to lift the legs. Now in this pose, as you breathe in and out, the body will rock. Don't let those knees spay out too far. One more. And breathe out. Bring that body down. Let go of the legs. Hold here and rest. And now bring your hands back to the sides of the chest. Lift up and go back into rest pose. Good, roll up to cat. And flat. Roll up. And flat. Good, one more time, roll up. And flat. Great job. Bring that body up, step forwards with one foot. Knee and ankle are in line, back leg is lent away. Breathe, breathe, take these hands up. So we've got a crescent shape from the thumb to the back of the tailbone. Good, now tuck your toes underneath on this back foot. I want you to lift that back knee and come up. Excellent. Take it down, unhook, change sides. Hard work, push this hip forwards, thumbs high, look up. Tuck that toe underneath and lift. Knee goes down, both knees in and roll. Perfect, hands down, back to our plank. Breathe, find yourself in your plank position. Breathe, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring one foot under the body. Straighten out that leg behind. Now what I'm not doing here, guys, is resting down on this hip or this thigh. I want this heel towards the groin. Push it in, stay center. If that's causing knee pain, come straight out of this position. Breathe deeply, but what I should be doing is being a wonderful stretch across the lower back, into the outer thigh. Now some of you may well be able to breathe in and bring yourself down or extend fully out. Please go ahead and do that if that's where you should be today. Back up onto hands, back to plank. Remember which leg you've had here. Hold that plank. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step. Slide that straight leg behind. Keep these hips centered, belly button facing down towards the floor. Breathe in and lower down. Back up onto hands, back up onto toes, and down we go. Let's take it all the way to down face this time. Heels towards the floor. Can we take one hand and touch the opposite ankle and change sides? If you can, I want you to look up at the ceiling. Rotate that body. One more. Good, now bend these knees. Have these knees hovering 5 centimeters off the floor. Good, breathe. Now lift one foot. Lift the other foot. Lift one foot. Lift the other foot. If this is too much for your arms, please rest. Go onto your elbows. 2 more. 1 more. Rock that body back into frog. Good. Drop these heels side to side. Yes, yes, yes. Breathe deeply. Oh, it feels good across that lower back. Excellent. Bring that body forwards. And you can take your hands down on the floor. I want your comfy bit on the inside of this knee to go onto that elbow and just rock forwards and backwards. We're not trying to lift the feet. If you want to lift the feet, you know you can. It's a great way to get movement and strength into the wrists, the arms, and progress our practice. One more time. And lift that body up. Bring these legs in. Breathe deeply. One arm up, one arm down. Stretch. And stretch. Good. We need to move these wrists. They've done a lot of work there. Bring these hands in. Link those fingers. Turn those hands. Take the body up. And now let's add a side flex in there. One more time. Good. Bring these hands around. Stretch that chest. Open and look up. And if you can, then bend forwards. Take your hands up towards the ceiling or wherever you can get them to. Breathing, come up. Hands back in. Now back into prayer and moving through these wrists. Breathe deeply. And the other way. Oh, I don't know if they want to go the other way. Oh, there's a challenge. Good. Now put the backs of your hands together, rub them. Move these fingers, lengthen up, breathe in, breathe out, take your ear across and up, over and up. 2 more. 1 more. Roll these shoulders up and round. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, bring 1 foot forwards. Take it out, take it behind, bring it in, change. Good, and round. Circle that ankle, circle that ankle. Guys, we are ready to move on with the rest of your day. I want you to enjoy the rest of the day. I hope that was just a perfect way to start the day and be able to improve, because you've woken up the mind, woken up the body, and we are ready to progress. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time.